In 1967, a Haryana MLA named Gaya Lal changed his political party 3 times in a single day. The incident was so absurd it birthed a permanent fixture in Indian political slang: Aya Ram, Gaya Ram. Ram has come and gone. To stop this volatility, India introduced the 10th schedule to the constitution in 1985. This anti-defection law was built to be a deterrent. Any politician who abandons the party that got them elected is disqualified from office immediately. Yet, the recent history of state government tells a completely different story. In 2022, Eknath Shinde fractured the Shiv Sena, walked away from his coalition, and was sworn in as the chief minister of Maharashtra. A year later, Ajit Pawar led a similar rebellion within the National Congress Party. He broke away from his uncle's leadership and promptly took an oath as the state's deputy chief minister. Then there is Nitish Kumar. Over the last decade, he has resigned and re-sworn himself in as chief minister 4 separate times, switching between opposing alliances while remaining at the head of the government. The 10th schedule didn't end these shifts. It codified the methods for them. Instead, lawmakers began treating the legal framework as a checklist, following specific clauses to bypass their electoral mandates. The 10th schedule is unforgiving toward individual defectors. If a single representative leaves their party, or even disobeys a formal directive on how to vote in the House, they lose their seat. But the law contains a specific exception for group action. The penalty of disqualification does not apply if the move is classified as a merger, which requires at least 2/3 of the party's elected members to leave at the same time. Ajit Pawar applied this math in 2023. He didn't leave the NCP alone. He moved with 41 of the party's 53 representatives. Because 41 exceeds that 2/3 threshold, his faction remained immune to disqualification. Building these numbers often involves external pressure. Opposition leaders frequently point to the timing of investigations by central agencies, such as the Enforcement Directorate, which have targeted key leaders shortly before they decided to join a ruling coalition. Once the numbers are secured, the breakaway faction petitions the Speaker and the Election Commission. They argue that because they hold the legislative majority, they are the real party, allowing them to legally claim the original name and symbol. This has changed the nature of political desertion. Instead of leaving an organization, leaders now use the 2/3 requirement to legally take over the party infrastructure from within. An alternative to the 2/3 split is often more efficient: the alliance flip, a maneuver used repeatedly by the leadership in Bihar. As the head of the JDU, Nitish Kumar doesn't have to worry about internal splits. He simply disconnects his entire party from one coalition, like the NDA, and plugs it into the opposing alliance, the Mahagathbandhan. This highlights a significant gap in the law. While the 10th schedule punishes individuals for leaving a party, it has no power to stop an entire party from abandoning a coalition it joined before the election. Mastering this gap allows a leader to remain in power while reversing the state's entire political alignment, all without a single MLA receive their seat in the legislature. The ultimate authority in these cases is the Speaker of the House. Although the law requires the Speaker to act as a neutral judge, they are almost always a partisan appointee, making it rare for their rulings to challenge the interests of the government in power. This combination of legal loopholes and partisan oversight has effectively neutralized ideological loyalty. Representatives now campaign on one set of values, only to govern using the values of their opponents. This creates a direct conflict with the voters. A citizen can cast a ballot for a centrist alliance, only to find that their representative has legally moved that vote to support a right-leaning coalition. The legislation meant to stabilize the government has become the mechanism for its reconfiguration. Until these loopholes are closed, the voter remains the only participant whose choice is easily discarded.